So today we're going to talk about the cost of living in San Diego versus San Francisco, and it's going to start right now. So welcome back to my channel. Once again, we're going to talk about the cost of living here in San Diego versus San Francisco. I've actually gotten a lot of phone calls in the last month or so about people relocating here to San Diego from San Francisco. A lot more people can work from home these days, so I thought this would be a good video to kind of put it out there to show the the differences in cost of living between the two cities. With that said, we're going to talk about the big one on everyone's mind is median home prices in San Diego versus San Francisco. The median home price in San Diego is $679,000, while the median home price in the Bay Area is $997,000. And if you just want to focus right on San Francisco, it's actually $1.3 million in San Francisco. So a good chunk of change higher than San Diego. So if you guys are looking to move down to San Diego, you could save a few bucks buying a home here in San Diego. Also, if you're looking down to rent here in San Diego, the average price for a 2-bedroom apartment here in San Diego is about $2,000. In San Francisco, it's about $3,000. So again, about $1,000 difference here compared to San Francisco. So again, a good amount cheaper here in San Diego. This one isn't exactly cost of living, but I guess it has a little to do with it. The commute time here in San Diego is about 26 minutes. In San Francisco, it's about 36 minutes. So about a 10-minute difference. And 77% of commuters here in San Diego have a 30 minutes or less commute to work to home. And in San Francisco, it's 55% of commuters have a commute of 30 minutes or less. The commute time is a little bit less. Your wear and tear on your car will be less. And speaking of gas prices, they're actually fairly similar. Right now, the average gas price here in San Diego is $2.90, and in San Francisco, it's $3.10. So usually about a 20-cent difference, but California in general usually has higher gas prices than most of the country. So it's not too far off on that one. So I kind of call that one a draw. One place that you will find it considerably cheaper in San Francisco than San Diego are flights. If you're a big traveler, if you like to go, especially if you're going international travel, it's usually a lot cheaper to fly out of San Francisco. And in fact, usually if you're flying out of San Diego, you'll have a layover in San Francisco a lot of times, or LAX, if you're trying to go abroad to Europe. San Diego is a much smaller airport compared to San Francisco. You're not gonna have as many airlines, not as many flights, which tends to keep the prices a little higher. San Francisco, you have more airlines to choose from, more flights. Usually get a little bit better deal on flights there. Now food, this is a big one usually. So for a couple of two going out to dinner, the average price in San Diego is $75, in San Francisco about $80, so only a $5 difference, not a dramatic change there. But the average grocery bill here in San Diego is $313, while in San Francisco it's $423 per month. So about a little over $100 difference between the two, which I'm not even sure why that. I guess the food prices are just maybe a little bit more expensive there up in San Francisco. So something to keep in mind. As far as property taxes go, they're actually very similar. All of California kind of goes by the same property tax rates. It's usually between 1% and 1.25%. It varies by zip code and which area you live in, and there's some other taxes, sometimes bond fees, or what we have in San Diego is a Melrose. So any newer community usually has some kind of Melrose tax that gets added on to your property tax bill. So, but that's on a kind of a case-by-case basis. But general rule of thumb, between 1% to 1.25% is a good rule of thumb for that. The internet prices here are in San Diego about $63 per month. In San Francisco, it's about $70 a month. I actually pay about $55 per month for my internet. So if you keep on it, you can usually keep it relatively low. But they seem to be going up each year slightly, so just keep an eye on that. As far as utilities go in San Diego, the average utility price is about $136. I know my utilities usually we're running about close to $200 a month, but then I got solar, which I now no longer have a utility bill, except for gas. You still have to pay gas. But as far as electric bill, it used to run me close to about $200 a month. Again, that's going to depend on the size of your house. And in San Francisco, the average utility bill is $154. Again, it'll depend on the size of your house, but that's kind of the average price point. Bigger the house, higher your utility bills are typically. This one I thought was kind of interesting. Gym memberships in San Diego average about $40 a month. Obviously, there's way more expensive gyms and cheaper gyms, but in San Francisco, the average gym membership is $88 a month. So more than double the cost of an average gym membership up from San Diego to San Francisco. So I thought that was a big amount. I guess the city of San Francisco is actually relatively small size, so real estate usually will cost more. Same with the housing prices, similar problem. So, and gyms usually require a pretty big space. So $88 versus $40, fairly big difference if you're a big gym rat. Another one that people always ask me about is childcare and schools and that sort of thing. So childcare here in San Diego is just under $1,200 a month on average. In San Francisco, it's about $2,200 a month. So again, about $1,000 difference in childcare costs. And if you're looking to get like a nanny or babysitters, the average price for a nanny here in San Diego is $15 an hour, which is semi-reasonable. And in San Francisco, it's about $20 on average. Obviously, there's way more expensive nannies and maybe a little bit less expensive nannies, but that's kind of the average price points for childcare here in San Diego. And last but not least is an obvious one. The average salary here in San Diego is $75,000, while in San Francisco, it's $97,000. So yes, the cost of living is gonna be higher in San Francisco, which usually, hopefully, you have a higher salary there. But I tend to think that there's a big enough gap in the cost of living here in San Diego that the average salary should be a little bit higher in San Francisco to justify the cost. That's just me personally. Obviously, sometimes you have to work, you live where you live for work, but these days, more and more people get to choose where they live and work from home. So if you're ever looking to move to San Diego, I'd love to help you find your next home. If this is your first time to our channel, please subscribe to our channel as we post new videos every week. Thanks for watching, and if you're looking to learn a little bit more about San Diego, check out some of these videos I have right up here. Really good information. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye.